When we cook, why do we put spices in our food? Is it for the taste or is it for the flavor? Come on, like seriously, why do we put spices in our food? There was this friend I visited last week, and he was cooking. I wouldn't say he doesn't know how to cook because, truth be told, everybody knows how to cook. The question is, would somebody else enjoy or like the food you cooked? As for cooking, we all know how to cook. So next time somebody tells you you don't know how to cook, tell the person, get out of my presence because everybody knows how to cook. So I went to visit a friend and he was cooking. I saw he added, you know, salt in his food. I mean, the food he was cooking. And then he brought out another container and it was salt. But even though this salt was in the form of rocks, so he added the first salt and added the rocky salt. And I was like, bro, do you realize you just added salt twice? And he told me the first one was the normal salt, and the second one he added the rocky salt was calcium salt. Come on, bro, what the F? Salt, whether it's rocky or it's powdery or it's watery, it all contains calcium. So you just succeeded in adding salt twice in your food. Now, the question is, why do we even add spices in our food? I can understand salt. You add salt because you want to give it a little taste. The only food I would say you can enjoy with no taste is rice. Yeah, white rice. When you boil white rice, you don't need to add salt because whatever sauce you're going to be adding on the rice or to the rice is already, spicy. So you do not need to add more spice while boiling or parboiling or, making a white rice. Why do we even bother to add spices in our food? Because from where I stand, if I take a look at this spice container, this is supposed to be thyme. Here, I see no nutritional value on this, right? Whereas if I show you this, container of honey, here are the nutritional contents in this bottle of honey. But for my time, I do not see any nutritional value. So why the F do we add spices in our food? For what purpose? What is this thyme going to do to my body? What is this thyme going to do to my body? What's the nutritional value of thyme? All right, let's say this thyme, for example, it contains vitamins or it contains carbohydrates or protein. I think this is so small so that when I'm cooking this and it goes through heat, whatever nutrient was in this thyme, I think would be lost. At least that's my opinion. If we want to make our food flavorable, if we want our food to have a certain kind of aroma, we might as well spray our food with perfume. Or you can as well spray your food with the cologne you're using. So why do we add spices to our food? I can't understand. To me, the only spices we should add to our food is salt and pepper, paprika. That's it. Because I can understand we adding thyme, we adding curry, we adding this, we adding that, all for what? When I was a kid, when my mom cooked, and especially if she's adding the Maggi cubes, you have to break it. What she did was she would use her fingers and try to break the Maggi cubes into crumbs into the food, and after that she would do her hands like this. And when I grew up and I started cooking, I would do the same thing. And my hand like this. To me, that made it tasteful. To me, it gave it a different taste. But truth be told, no matter how many times I clap my hands while cooking, I would never be able to cook as good as my mom cooked. So it's not the clapping of the hands that makes the food tasty. It's not the many spices and the many condiments you add to your food that's going to make your food tasty. If you're a good cook, you are a good cook. In fact, there are people who cook and add no spice at all. The food comes out delicious and palatable. So next time when you want to add that thyme in your food, think about it. What is the nutritional value of this thyme? What is the nutritional value of your curry that you add into your food? If you want your food to have a kind of aroma, or you want your food to have a kind of, whatever flavor you want, you have your perfume. Just go into your room, get your perfume, and spray it on your food. Because to me, I see no need of adding this to food. I see no need. The only thing you should add to your food is salt and pepper. That's it. Like I started by saying everybody can cook. But the question is, would people like what you cook? Because at the end of the day, if people do not like what you cook, well, you can cook, but you can only cook for yourself.